Hi, in this video, I would like to share with you a little bit of where my information is coming from. So you saw in the last video the graphical user interface, and that's created using a Python program. Now, if you're interested in using my Python program or looking at it, go to the link in the description with the GitHub Web Page. Okay, so this is my GitHub Web Page, and there's there's a lot of information here. The README file gives you a basic overview of the Python program. About Palomas Orrery, that's more of a description of the project itself. Palomas Orrery website, that's a website I created with different visualizations from using this program, and some of which I will share in these videos. And the GitHub code repository is actually where you can find the actual Python files. So let's look at that for a second. Okay, so if you're into Python or you think you might like to look into it more, here's the whole repository. And you can actually save it to your own computer and run it. To do that, you should be looking at the README file as a guideline. So that's, where is that? There's right at the top, README file. So, and there's the basic agreement is that you don't use it for commercial purposes, but otherwise you can use it. Okay. And there's also this file about Palomas Orrery, which gives you a more full description of the project. So that's where my information basically is stored. And this will give you an idea of how to start with Python and how to clone the depository to yourself, what kind of requirements you need for it. There's different Python libraries that I use, and this gives you an idea of what they do, and then gives you an idea of what it can actually do as well. Okay, so that's the README file. Now let me also show you a little bit about my website. So I have this website that I call Palomas Orrery that gives you visualizations of the different things I can do with this program. So here's in the menu, you can see some of the options. So in the last video we looked at the solar system, and what we can do is a lot more than what I showed you. I showed you just inner planets, but we can do a lot more with the program than that. So on this page you can see some of those possibilities. For example, plotting more of the planets all the way through to Pluto, or you can also look at the asteroids, and you can also look at some of the Kuiper Belt objects, and you can look at a lot of different things. And this page has some of these visualizations, and you can explore that. Similarly, I have pages on the different systems like for example the Earth system or the Jupiter system. Let's take a quick look at the Jupiter system as an example. Okay, so here's a visualization of Jupiter itself with some of its radiation belts and magnetic fields, etc. Some of its moons, and again, it has a description of the system as well as some specific visualizations you can look at, like its moons, for example. Let me show you how to actually create one of these visualizations. Like, so basically what you're doing when you're doing this is you're downloading a file from my Google Cloud account, and you open it up and it creates the visualization. So here's a visualization of Jupiter and the Galilean moons. So it's similar to the one we saw about the sun, but it's just Jupiter and the Galilean moons. So again, this shows you basically the moons plotted over their orbits over, I believe, it's a two-year period. So to get a cleaner view, you can deselect the actual data, and you just see the ideal orbits with Jupiter at the center. Okay, so you can. So this is a 3D plot, and it's a full HTML plot. You can manipulate it in all kinds of ways, and there's also links to their NASA web pages. So that just gives you an idea of the functionality of the Python program. We'll be covering this in more detail in other videos. Thank you.